Hello and welcome. My name is Kathy A, and today I thought I would do my end of January faves and flops. I had a ton of stuff because of course I was watching everybody else's favorites of 2023 and I had to go out and try so many things, and there were so many new releases in late January, and I like to try things out for about a week or so before I review them if it's very, and it was very close, so I held off actually until the first week of February to do this. But anyway, my name's Kathy A, and thank you for joining me today. I have a lot of products here. Some of them are brand spanking new, and I've only used them a couple of times, but I think they warrant some review here, so that it might help you make some good decisions when you see them in the store. I have a cute little story here. This headband I was wearing in my Dollar Tree makeup video. I had found this in one of the catch trays at a Dollar Tree, and I paid $1.25 for it, and there was no tag on it, so they just rang it up like a generic item. And the girl and I at the local Dollar Tree to me are on friendly terms, first name, you know, and I was laughing. I said, gee, do you have any more colors in that headband I bought? And she said, I didn't know if I should tell you or not. They don't sell these. It was somebody's headband, and maybe a kid dropped it or it fell out of their handbag or something, but this wasn't a new product. Somebody actually wore this into the store and left it behind. And I'm using it for my picture, you know, in my, YouTube picture. I'm wearing it there. Now I sprayed the heck out of it with alcohol, and hopefully whoever had this didn't have any nits, you know, or like, I don't want any head lice or anything. Oh my God, that's a Dollar Tree thing for sure. Anyway, let's start with some food and then we'll go into the makeup. I got some really fun stuff here. So food-wise, I was watching a guy who was talking about the acidity of coffee, and he suggested that you put a pinch of baking soda into a cup of coffee and then just your usual mix of stuff, and what it does is it reduces the acidity of the coffee in your system, and it's much better for you health-wise, because one of the bad parts of coffee is it is acidic. So I thought that was a great idea. You can use a 1/4 teaspoon of baking soda in a pot of coffee, 8 to 10 cup pot of coffee, or you can use just a pinch in a single cup if you're using those K-cups or whatever. So I just thought that was a cool idea, and I would share it with you. Health-wise, I have had a lot of health problems over the past few years. I had gastric bypass surgery in 2002, and it changed my whole life. You know, I really, my whole inner workings and everything are redistributed. You know, my stomach was stapled and everything was rerouted through the lower intestine. I don't absorb certain vitamins or minerals, so I had a terrible reaction to a supplement I was taking last month. And I was watching this very believable presentation about liver. And I guess our liver is kind of like a real filter for the rest of our body, and it really can get overworked with all the chemicals that are in food and with all the stuff we do and drinking. You know, I'm sure the sheepdog didn't help. But this is a deep cleanse liver drops, and basically it's milk thistle, it's turmeric, it's dandelion, it's artichoke extract, and this is supposed to, it's just a dropper, and it tastes mostly, in ginger I think is the other thing that's in it. But you take a dropper full in the morning and you take a dropper full, I'll just do it now, at night, and it's mostly kind of a ginger, turmeric, and dandelion kind of little bit of a essence going down. It's easy digestible, but I tell you, I've gotten a good night's sleep. My digestion is normalized, and you know, in the bathroom and everything, all that stuff is normalized, and I can only credit it to this. So I'm not a doctor, I'm not a nurse or medical person, but I watch them on YouTube and I'm really, really smart. So this is the Deep Cleanse Liver Drops. And I'll link them below. I got mine on Amazon. They had like, I don't know, it looked like about 5,000 5-star reviews from people. So, you know, when there's only a couple of likes, you know, 5-star reviews, I always think it's the owner of the company and his assistant. So I don't believe those, but when they're in the thousands and people give it at least 4.5 stars, then I'm so there. So this is the Deep Cleanse Liver Drop. So if you, I'm not sure what the harmful side effects of this would be. I guess blood thinners was one of the things they mentioned. If you're on blood thinners, this wasn't a good idea. So I've been watching what I eat and trying to cut back on sugar. This is the Light and Fit, Dannon Light and Fit. This is the Greek yogurt in strawberry banana. Oh my gosh, it's like having a little treat of pudding or something in the afternoon. Now, of course, you know, I have a sweet tooth. I love ice cream, I love pudding, I love cake, I love cookies. Even just saying them now, I want them. But this is really helpful. To kind of curb me from going to have that piece or two of chocolate cake, and I think it's a really good one, and this particular flavor is quite good. I didn't care for the berry one, but I do like this strawberry banana. It's very, very nice, and I get them in the 4-packs at the grocery store. The other thing I love is, this is the reduced calorie Swiss Miss hot cocoa, and when you mix this with water, I use my Keurig machine and just do the 8-ounce, you know, drip, and then I put 0 sugar whipped cream on it, and this curbs my chocolate cravings, you know, and this actually has less calories and less carbs and less sugars in it than the no sugar added Swiss Miss. So if you read the label, which I've been really anal about lately, if you read the labels about the sugars and the carbs, this is a really good option for hot cocoa. And hot cocoa gets that chocolate thing, and the whipped cream helps you with that sweet thing, and I think it really helps a lot. And I have been losing weight slowly. I'm not getting on a scale till my birthday, and I just thought that that would be a good time to do it. But I do feel my clothes getting a little bit looser, and that's good. Very quickly, I just want to go over some of the Dollar Tree items that actually ultimately wound up in my collection, and I really like them. And then a couple things that I tried after I did the filming, and I found them afterwards. One of the things I found was the Lovestruck, the body mist, the body wash, and the sugar scrub. And Lovestruck is Dollar Tree's version of the Victoria's Secret scent called Lovespell. Now, Lovespell is a peach and cherry blossom scent. It's very, very popular. And I'm going to show you the ingredients side by side because it's the only way you can really tell how close something is to being a dupe. This is very heavy, dewy, deep peach scent. There's no real cherry blossom note on this for the Dollar Tree. I actually didn't really like it that much. To me, it's like a teenager's kind of scent. It's not very, very sophisticated. So I was disappointed. And this body scrub, it has a few granules in it, and it did have a little scent when I was putting it on. And body scrubs are really nice. Like if you have rough knees, rough feet, rough elbows, you never use them on your face though. Don't use a body scrub on your face. There's scent, there's a lot of rough chemicals in there, plus the actual grit and gravel they put in there. So the Lovestruck compared to the Victoria's Secret, and I went over to Buckland Hills Mall. I had to drive quite a ways to get there. It's in Manchester because they had a Victoria's Secret that was still open. I think a lot of them have closed. And I was like one of 2 customers in the store. And of course they were all watching me, and I'm like, oh crap, I can't film. So I couldn't film, but I sprayed this whole arm with the Lovespell body mist. And I was smelling it, I was like, I kind of like that, that's not bad. And then I sprayed, when I got home, I sprayed the Lovestruck all on this side. And so I kind of went back and forth. And there's that deep, dark, earthy peach in here. It does get that note, but there's something like, there's an after note in the real thing of the cherry blossom, and that does not pick up here. And when I did the ingredients side by side, there's a lot of things missing in the Dollar Tree version. So while it's not extremely bad, I mean, it wasn't an unpleasant experience, this isn't my favorite scent, and this body scrub was kind of meh, didn't really do very much for me. I also tried from the Dollar Tree and that's Spa that puts out these dupes. This is the Vanilla Sugar body scrub. This was actually a little bit creamier and a little more dense than the Lovestruck one. But it had the same amount of grit and gravel in it. As a body scrub, I didn't think it had enough scrubbies in it. So I think it was a little disappointing. This vanilla is not really it's not the cupcake kind of vanilla or like pastry vanilla. It's more of a sophisticated vanilla scent. So the scent on the vanilla is not bad. And it did some rudimentary exfoliation on my feet and my knees. I used this on my other side of my leg, and it's okay. But you know, again, Spa makes most of the Dollar Tree higher end skin products, if you want to call it higher end. So I did try the Be Pure, and this is the hyaluronic acid body lotion. This is a dupe of the Olay body lotions, and darn, if this was nice. I used this after the shower, and I thought this worked really well. It absorbed nicely. So for $1.25, these types of things are worth a try. The other thing I really loved was the Hydrating. This is like the Hydro Boost from Neutrogena. This is the Hydrating hand gel. And I have one of these in my desk at work. I have one in my car, and I have one here. And one thing I like about this, this is the one I just got recently. Dollar Tree seals a lot of their stuff. You see there's like a foil tab on there. Really, really, that's a nice touch, because then you know it hasn't been tampered with. Most of the things at Dollar Tree are sealed with a foil cap, and a lot of other stores you don't see that. Or you'll see people like in the drugstore or Target, people will open things to smell them, like I do. And so they break the seal, so you don't know if they poured some of it out or, you know, spit at it, or, you know. But I really like this hand cream a lot, and to the point where I've got it in 3 places, which I think is pretty good. Yeah, because this winter is terrible. I have finger splits, I have dry skin, and it's all, you know, from the heaters that we have going at home, and we're not outside, it's not very humid. So we have a lot of dryness around us. It's very good with my hands, and I always make sure to use this. This is the Glowing Vitamin C Facial Cleanser. I'm really enjoying this. This is, again, from Dollar Tree. This is a really nice cleanser. It gets all the makeup off. And the charcoal. I did get it back up, and this is a black charcoal. You dip your wet toothbrush into it. It has stevia in it, so it's not an unpleasant experience at all using it. And you brush your teeth with it for about 2 minutes, and then you rinse out, and then you put regular toothpaste on your toothbrush, and then you brush your teeth normally, you know, with your regular toothpaste. And I think it adds a lot. It helps with taking off stains off your teeth, take that tartar off like dogs have. Yeah. So this is from the Dollar Tree, and it comes in, there's its own little division, I think, this own little cardboard holder for these. So look for this at the Dollar Tree, because it's definitely worth $1.25 to try this out. And it's a pleasant thing. It's coconut shell, so it's a good kind of charcoal powder. I was very, very fortunate to go into a Walgreens just as they were setting up the new Wet n Wild stuff. Wet n Wild has released a whole new line of stuff, plus they've repackaged some of their older things in new packaging, tolerable packaging, which is nice. And I just want to go over a few things. The Wet n Wild, this is the eye primer. This is really nice. There is a little bit of coverage with this. It is really, really nice. It holds your eye makeup really well. There's a teeny bit of coverage on there. It lasts all day. It's a very pleasant formula. It comes in a box, so, and it's hanging up, so it's kind of nice. The Wet n Wild. This is the Make a Last eye primer. They also came out with niacinamide skin tint, and I know they're trying to, you have to shake it up really well. I got two shades because I couldn't tell which shade would be good for me. I have fair and light, and I think between the two of them I should be able to come up with the perfect shade. Now let me just swatch these for you so you can see the difference. I did watch Emily Noel. She had medium light on, and she liked it. You're supposed to shake it up, and it's got a dropper like the L'Oreal one had. Okay. There's not a whole lot of difference between those two colors. Oh, that's so funny. This is the fair and this is the light, and they look a little darker in the tube than they are. So let me just put that here. They have a beautiful coverage. This is probably one of my favorite new foundations for this year so far. I've worn it twice. It lasted pretty much through the day, but I had like setting sprays and stuff on the top. There was a little bit, the dry down, it's like a natural skin finish, and it's got a little more coverage than I expected for a skin tint. It's not quite as much as a foundation, but it can be a good foundation substitute. So I like mixing the two shades. That's what I did today, and I really like it. And I was out doing stuff, coming in, there was sweating, there was all kinds of stuff, but that is this is the Wet n Wild Bare Focus Niacinamide Skin Tint with 5% niacinamide. And we have shade Fair and shade Light, these two. They're pretty close. They also, to rival e.l.f., they have made a liquid blush, and this is a really pretty shade. And you can also supposedly use it on your lips, but I didn't like it on my lips. This is the shade Coral Dream. Coral Dream. And this is one of the shades of the Make a Glow Lip and Cheek Color. It is a liquid cheek color. I do have it on. It wasn't streaky. It went on nicely. I found it was more manageable, and you can control it a lot better than those e.l.f. ones. So this was a hit with me also. I really like this. Now they repackaged the Hello Halo, and it now comes, instead of like a roller ball situation, or it has a doe foot applicator now. And this is not reformulated, it's still the same. You know, it's still the same, a nice sheer. I think it's more of a white pink cast, but it can give you almost a oil painting look to your face. It's absolutely beautiful. I think it's gorgeous. And this one is the Mega Glow Hello Halo. This is not a new shade, but it is repackaged. Halo Goodbye. Halo Goodbye. I'm going to take the tag right off there because I'm going to keep this one. Really nice. They also had a gold color too. Now I tried, let's see, 4 lip products. I tried 2 that I saw Emily Noel try, and it looks like they're reformulating. You know those little black lipsticks that came with the curved glass top on them? They were like $2. Well, it looks like they've repackaged them in these nice ivory blush color packaging. One of them is called Hush Little Beige, and the other one is called One in a Milla Melon. So I'll just see if I can. This is One in a Milla Melon, and these are very creamy. There's a little bit of a chocolate taste to these. And then this one is the beige. So high beige, and then One in a Milla Melon. So they look very similar in the packaging, but they're very, very different colors on the lips. They tend to pull more pink and cool. And the other ones, the ones they did with the Pat McGrath, remember those? These are very, very nice. These are the High Shine Brilliance. This one's Rosé and Stay, and this one is Mad for Mauve. So let's see. Mad for Mauve. And this is the High Shine formula. It has the lips on it. And this one is Rosé and Shine. So Rosé and Shine is on the bottom, and Mad for Mauve is on the top. These shades are a little bit on the blue side for me. I think I'm more of a warm tone person, so they really weren't my thing. But very, very nice formula. Really, really nice. If you can find the right color in those, they're golden. And they're about $4.99 now, so they're not expensive. They did go up from the little black packaging with the glass plastic curved top to them. If you didn't find the exact place to put the top on, it wouldn't hold. So, and this was a this is a new lip gloss, and it's called Snuggle Sesh, and it looked good on Emily Noel, but Emily Noel has completely different coloring than I do. So things that look really nice on her are more cool toned, and so I can't judge by how they look on her because we're different skin tones. But this is really nice. This is Snuggle Sesh. And their lip glosses are very, very nice from Wet n Wild. I don't talk about them all that much. I've been using them for decades, since they first came out. There is a certain fragrance to them which I don't reach for them all that much because of that fragrance. It's a slightly chemical floral kind of essence to it. If you can get past that, the formulation is pretty. It lasts a little while. It's not sticky, and it rivals high-end glosses. Really, really nice. And when venturing into the eye palettes, I got the Color Icon, and this is the 10 pen called Lights Off. It's a really nice, I don't know if this is an old one or a new one, but it's a really nice assortment of colors. You've got this beautiful dark green, and this is a dark green with shimmer in it. You've got a black, a purpley color, and then you've got some shimmers here. This gray is a nice neutral warm gray that you can use as transition. You've got a nice light gold, and these shimmers are just gorgeous. There's not a whole lot of difference between these two shimmers, but this one's a little bit more neutral. But that's called Lights Off, and I believe it was only $5.49. And these are only $4.49 where I live. This is the Walking on Eggshells. It is so very different than the Walking on Eggshells that came out first. They have modified this palette so many different ways. It's almost unrecognizable from what it was when it first came out, but it's really nice for $4.49. Really solid colors, good payout, good pigmentation. All right. I did try the NYX Pink Corrector, and it works in some cases and not in others, but if you're older and you have a lot of texture, it doesn't work very well under your eyes unless you are highly, highly hydrated. I think this is good for blemishes. It's good for odd little places, you know, that you want to just cover. People rave about these little sticks, these Fix-It sticks. This is the pink one. This is probably one of the more popular of the sticks. I swatched the ones that look like concealers, and I found them all to be kind of dry and heavy. On me, they didn't work. So on somebody else, probably would. And just a little dose of this goes a long way. You really don't need to use much of it. And the pink one is really quite nice. If you have redness under your nose from the, you know, blowing your nose in the cold, the snow that we have here in Connecticut, this worked nicely, but I wouldn't use this under my eyes, or I wouldn't use any of the concealer shades. But this shade was quite nice, and I imagine the green one is quite nice as well for color correcting. So the Fix Sticks from NYX sounds like a child's fable, you know. I'm on the fence, you know. I think it works for some things, but not everything, and I definitely would not use any of those concealer shades on older skin. Now I did try the Fenty Eavesdrop stick, and I have to say I'm kind of disappointed in it. It went on nicely, and I thought, oh, this is going to be great. And it was like I just got to work and I had to rush to the ladies' room because I had too many coffees. And I happened to look in the mirror, and it was like, where'd my foundation go? It was gone in like a half an hour. I mean, it was absolutely gone. So, you know, this is a beautiful color. I think I have the 6. It's a very, very pretty, easy to blend foundation, but you do need to put some kind of primer before it, and after it you need to spray some kind of, you know, setting spray so that it helps it hold a little bit. But I mean, I think it looks nice. It just, it didn't last. It faded out so quickly. And for the price point of the Fenty Eavesdrop, I think that this was kind of a fail for me. And it was a good shade. Now this one is from About Face, and this was touted. I think it's gone viral on TikTok. There was only a few shades for lighter skin folks. And this one, I believe, I grabbed this because it was the only shade for a light person. Everything was medium dark. This one is number L1. L1 Warm. Now it goes on nicely. It seems to stay a little bit, but when it dried down, I noticed it looked a little bit sandy. on the top. It got a little bit sandy and grabbed onto some of the dry patches. So you have to be very well exfoliated and hydrated in order to wear this. I think this is really geared towards younger faces and maybe oily, normal to oily skin. And it looks nice. When it dries down, it looks nice. I thought it was beautiful. And the shade wasn't too bad. I'm not fond of this doe foot for a foundation. Let me just put it over here. And they all seem to turn a little bit on the yellow side as far as I was concerned. I thought it was kind of a yellow. But it blends out nicely. I tried it with a sponge. I tried it best with my fingers. But I couldn't like use the doe foot and put it on my tray first and then do it. So I had to doe foot my hand and do it from there, which, you know, you can't get a whole lot off on there. And then use the brush, you know, to and anybody I've seen use this, it looks yellow on them too. So I think it's a very warm shade range in this. About Face it's called. I got mine at Ulta, and I use some Ulta bucks, extra bucks kind of thing. So it lasted a little longer than the eavesdrop stick did, but I don't know. I don't think it's really made for older, dry skin with a lot of texture. I think it's made for people who have more normal looking skin with not a lot of deep lines, because it did go into the lines and it did grab onto little pieces of dry patches. But from a distance it looks so beautiful. It really looks nice. For blushes, there were a lot of them. This is REM, and I got it because it was a it was hyped up to be a really good, you know, facial cream blush, and it is really beautiful as a cream blush. It blends like a dream, and this actually looks nice on the lips as well. And let me just put it here. It works really well in both capacities, and that's very rare. And the REM brand can be found at Ulta. And isn't that Ariana Grande's makeup line? Yeah, I think she did really well. This particular color, this is called Audition. Audition. And I might have talked about this in my last Faves and Flops, but if I didn't, I want to make sure to cover it because I really have enjoyed this, and I use this a couple times a week. Been testing out a lot of stuff. I did go back to e.l.f. and try yet another one of their liquid blushes, and this one is the Dusty Rose shade. And this one actually worked out a lot better than the other ones did. It blended better, but it did still disturb my makeup underneath. And I tried it with a couple different foundations, and it still disturbs the makeup underneath. So I'm still not sold on these liquid blushes from e.l.f. And I know a lot of people love them. You have to put them on your hand and then brush them in. You can't stick them straight on your face and try to blend them. They just are a patchy nightmare. And I shouldn't have to work so hard for a makeup product, but they do last throughout the day, which I will say that was very impressive. So the e.l.f. Liquid blushes, I don't really care for the other shades because they went on so patchy and so difficult. It was hard to blend them. By putting it on your hand first and then right away blending it and putting it on, they go on like a dream. But it does disturb the makeup underneath, but it does last all day. So I'm still on the fence, but this is the best shade. Dusty Rose was the best shade for me, and it's the only one that didn't look really patchy or awful. I returned the other one, so I'm going to keep this one. I did see, somebody was talking about CoverGirl, the soft mink shade, and they were saying I never see anybody talking about it. I don't know if it was like one of the younger YouTubers, I don't know, but I remembered soft mink from way back in the day, back when it used to smell like Noxzema. And when I bought it, I opened up the package and I'm like, oh my god, it's wafting Noxzema. It is still smelling like Noxzema, but it is an awfully pretty color. Let me just put it. It's kind of a shimmery, warm pink color, and it looks really nice on, but you get that wafting of Noxzema, and I really don't like that. I don't know if they're going to redo it, but this is the packaging, and the packaging looks new. I had to get it on Amazon because none of the local drugstores to me had this in stock, and they didn't seem to have a place for it either on the display. So I don't know if they discontinued this and then just selling it on Amazon, or if it's just, you know, they're thinking of discontinuing it. I don't know, but the CoverGirl Clean Classic Blush in Soft Mink. Yeah, color's nice, but I'm not going to mess with it. A big disappointment. This is a BK Beauty brush. This is one of the Angie Hot and Flashes. This is the concealer brush. Well, I had it in my tray with some water, and when the water got in, it didn't happen to any of my other brushes, but this one, it started peeling off, and the ferrule came loose. I had to actually glue the ferrule back on. So I was really surprised. So be careful when you're washing these BK Beauty brushes that you don't get any water in here, because I have a bigger one that, check this out, from my rough washing, I'm sure, but look at all the, yep, see, it's shedding really badly, really badly. So I'm kind of disappointed in that. So it could be a user thing. It could be that I'm just too rough with it, or I'm using water with it too zealously, and it's getting into the ferrule and loosening up. But this actually came out of the ferrule, so I'm going to have to glue those back in there and see if I can fix it. In the Dollar Tree too, I had to talk about these. They're so cute. In the Valentine section, I was looking at Valentine stuff. I always decorate for the holidays at work. You know, my Gravedigger guys, I always make a little presentation, and Valentine's Day is no exception. And these brushes were there in separate packaging, but if you can see this, they've got like little sugar sprinkles in them. And you know, the brush quality wasn't bad. I used these this week, and this one especially, this thicker one, works really nicely. Not that keen on the eye brush or the regular blush brush, but this one was really nice. I think they're not bad quality for the $1.25. And I think they're made by the same company that makes these with the shimmers in them that they have. There's no name on them. It just says Valentine's Day brushes or something. But I just think it's so stinking cute with these little, I hope they're not real sugar jimmies in here. I'd like to think they're just colored wood chips or something. I'd hate to think there's sugar in here, because then there's going to be a problem, you know, in a couple of years. Okay, well, anyway, these are from the Dollar Tree, and they're up in the Valentine section. They're not with the makeup at all. These are with the makeup, and these are kind of cute. They have pink, green, and blue shimmery beads in the handles. These aren't bad as a basic blush brush. They're not bad. I tried the new, this is the Maybelline Tattoo Studio 36 Hour. This is the brow paint here, and it does work pretty well. you do have to be careful when you're putting this on because it does indeed leave little dots if you don't do it right. It's a learning curve, but it does last quite a while, and you can clean it up with a Q-tip or something like that, but this works really well. And this is the shade 250 Blonde, and it's a darker blonde, but it works really nicely, I think. And this is the Tattoo Studio line from Maybelline. I think this is new for them. I wanted to talk about Rude Cosmetics because I did get the Charlie Brown set of brushes. They have the Peanuts stuff, and I just, the brushes, I love them. And I bent the, this is the brow brush. I bent it so I could use it with a brow gel, and it's got the, you know, the brow stamper on the other side. But the eye brushes are nice, the face brushes are nice, the powder brush is nice, absolutely beautiful. They clean up, perfectly white. I use them almost every day, and I love the little Charlie Brown sweater, diagonal lines here, swervy lines. Really, really nice set, and it's still on the Rude Cosmetics website, as is the Peanuts. This is the Peanuts palette, and it's the shades of Peanuts warm toned palette. There's two palettes. This is the warm toned, and it's got a cute mirror here, and there's some little indentations, pictures of the, well, imprints of Snoopy and Charlie Brown. I have used this palette a lot, so I think I've ruined the imprints. You can't really see them anymore, but there's Peppermint Patty here, Charlie Brown, Lucy's up here, and I think this was Snoopy over here, but and it says Rude Cosmetics. It says Rude here. I like Rude Cosmetics a lot, and this is one of my favorite palettes of all time, the Nude York palette, because that's a full face palette where you get, you know, you get eyeshadows and you get your face shadows as well. But this is really nice, and I actually found this in a TJ Maxx, so I got it at quite a discount. But it is still on the Rude Cosmetics site if you don't see it at TJ Maxx. And there is another one too. I think it has a blue sleeve on it. It's got cooler tone colors in it. But I like it. You know, the quality of this is fairly good. Rude Cosmetics is probably one step above ColourPop, and their pricing is fair. You know, it's not bad at all. I am wearing my lashes, and these are from BK Beauty with RISA Does Makeup. These are the Martini lashes. They're just little halves, the little half lashes, and I really like them a lot. I love RISA, I love Lisa too, and I really enjoy using those products. I did talk about this before. This is the PROMETICS. This is the Primelash mascara. You see it advertised a lot on Facebook and on YouTube, and the women go nuts over this, say it's the best mascara they've ever used, and it goes on very softly. It makes a really nice, huge lash. I had a little bit of a disappointing time with this when I went outside and it was very, very hot. We went from -2 degrees to 40 degrees in 2 days, and I was overdressed and I was sweating, and so when I sweat and I'm banging my mascara up against my upper lid, it gets a lot of dings. So this left a lot of dings, and I was surprised. If you're in a cold area where it's not too humid, this PROMETICS will work nicely for you, but it did not pass my no ding test. It's been ding, ding, ding. There's just these little black marks from the mascara up on my lid, and that cannot happen. That cannot be. Not when other mascaras do a better job. So PROMETICS is kind of a fail. And when you order from them, I got mine, I think, through Amazon, and ordered through them through Amazon because I got the free shipping with Amazon. Then you get emails almost every day from them. And I didn't like that at all. They just, you know, and I did tell them to stop sending me emails, but no, it's expensive. It's more expensive than Thrive Cosmetics, and I like Thrive. I've never had a problem with Thrive. And Thrive has brown now too. So Thrive Cosmetics is probably the best choice. It's $25. This is $28 on Amazon. This is the real thing. This isn't a fake one like a lot of them are on Amazon. This is the real thing. And they keep sending me emails, and it's like, it's been a heck of a time with this. So this has been a fail on a couple of levels, but initially it makes a beautiful lash and it goes on softly, and I initially liked it better than the Thrive Cosmetics mascara. But the other day when it left all the dings with the hot weather, I thought, Thrive has never done that to me. So this failed on that level, which is too bad, but I'm kind of glad because it's $28. I was using mostly the liners from LA Girl. I have Flesh and what is it? Nonstop Nude. Flesh and Nonstop Nude. They're both similar colors, but the disc, let's see if I can do this. This side, and then this is Flesh. You see the difference here. Flesh is much more warm tone, and Nonstop Nude is more of a neutral or a cooler tone. So that's the difference. They're both really, really good, and I've used them both all month, really. I did get the I finally did get the lip oil from e.l.f. This is the one. This is a really nice one. It's pigmented. This is the Honey Talks, the lip oil from e.l.f. And this is very pigmented. Let me just put it right here. It's got pigmentation to it, so it's a lot, well, it doesn't look like it on my hand, but on my lips it shows up really well. It's a beautiful shade. There you go. Interesting, but it looks really beautiful on. I've got it on today, actually. This is a beautiful lip oil. I do like the e.l.f. lip oils a lot. This one, and there's a rosy one too that's got some pigmentation to it, so I definitely recommend the ones that have pigmentation. The other ones are clear. They're just regular old lip oils, but these thicker ones, you can't see through them. They have some pigmentation, so they'll add a little bit of color to your lips as well, and that's really nice. And that's from e.l.f. From Revlon, I did try this, and this is, it's a matte shade called Candy Addict. It's a real Barbie pink. I bought it for Valentine's Day, but I'm not sure if it's gonna be a good color for me or not, but wearing pink and everything, it probably helps a lot wearing it. Now that's one of those Revlon ones. This was from the Dollar Tree. It's a tinted rose oil lip balm. Oh my gosh, just stay away from it. It looks clear, but when it goes on, it goes to that gacky, awful pink color, hot pink color. It's awful. Yeah, and it's got a rose scent to it. Some people may not like that either. So this was kind of a fail, I thought, for, it's Be Pure too. It says go from clear to your unique lip color. No, it's not your unique lip color. It's hot pink no matter who wears it. It's just your skin tone around it may alter its appearance, but it is still going to be this same shade, this gacky kind of pinky magenta color. I did like the little nail products I got. This was a strengthener and a cuticle conditioner. It smells like an orange creamsicle. Usually nail polish products have a terrible smell to them, a car varnish kind of smell, but this one, especially the cuticle conditioner, is so lovely to wear. It is an orange creamsicle scent to it. And the nail strengthener absorbs right in and your nails look healthy almost instantly. So I really love these products from the Dollar Tree. And this is the Valentine, it's up with the Valentine stuff, the Valentine nail polish. It never dries, it never hardens. I tried one layer, I walked around the house for like 20 minutes, it still hadn't hardened completely. I put a second coat on and it got all wrinkly. So that's kind of, you know, bad. This is Ava NYC. This is a root lift product. It works so nicely with my hair. I did have it on in a recent video and people were commenting that my hair looked pretty good. I did use this Eva Nye and it's called Lift Off Volumizing Thickening Mist. And it really helped because I have very thin hair, very thin hair. And the last thing is this mirror that I ordered on Amazon. It's an LED compact. It was very inexpensive, and I think it came up when I was looking at some other makeup product on Amazon. They have incredible marketing skills on that website. But when you open this up, you have two mirrors and you can so you can see. I don't know if you can see it. But it's really pretty. So that's with the light off. And you've got a 3x mirror and a regular mirror, and it's really, really nice to have in your handbag, especially with that light effect, because then you can, you know, you can see in a dark car, or you can see in a dark restaurant, or, you know, somewhere else where the lighting isn't so great. You can check your makeup to see, you know, if you got any like stuff under your eyes or anything like that, and the lighted makeup mirror, that's so nice and it's so inexpensive. Really, really nice. Future me here. I am editing and I had gone back to the Walgreens on the next day just to see if they had any new stock, and they did. They had the multi-sticks from Wet n Wild, and these are gorgeous. I have this on my eye right now. This is a beautiful copper color, and they had, it looked like probably about 10 different colors, maybe even 12 different colors. But the multi-stick from Wet n Wild was really good. I did go back and get the this is the medium light, and I want to show you on here. The medium light is the top left there. And then I just mixed in right here, I mixed in some white and some blue, mixed it all together, and I came out with a nice neutral shade. You can see that I did a really nice neutral shade. And now I also got the Hello Halo in the gold color. It's a little dark for me. So what I did with that one is in this corner here, I put a little bit of light color corrector, and I mixed it in, and it made it a nice lighter sort of highlighter shade for me. But I mean, the medium light is that dark and yellow, so I would say the light and the fair are pretty good. The light is, it looks darker than it is on the in real life. It's much lighter than it appears. So I also got Bed of Roses, one of their new blush colors from Wet n Wild, and it was only like $3, and it was really, really, I have it on now. It's very, very pretty. I'm using my phone here, so I'm not sure where to look. I'm like, this is really bad. But I love this niacinamide foundation. Is skin tint stuff, and when I was paying for it, there was a young girl, she was a teenager, she must have been 16, 17 years old, and she had acne, and she goes, I love this. She said, it hides my pimples and it doesn't bother me, it doesn't give me flare-ups. So I guess it's got the seal of approval from all age groups. So I think that this is just an awesome foundation, well worth trying out. Now, they were just setting it out at my Walgreens in Connecticut, so I don't know like where it's going to go up or whatever, but it seems like just Walgreens has it right now. I don't know why that is, but you can't seem to get it in store in CVS yet, and you can't get it in Target yet. So I just thought I would stick my head in and let you know there's a huge difference between the medium light and the light and fair shades. So and there were several deeper shades as well. So I love this new Wet n Wild collection, and I will probably purchase a few more things in February, and I'll have a more extensive review in February. So just thought I would stop in while I was editing and let you know. So okay. So that pretty much does it for me for my end of January and first week of February faves and flops. I had mixed reactions from people about doing Dollar Tree stuff, but I had one more Dollar Tree video I thought I would do, and that's just like general shopping up and down the aisles and looking at stuff and tell you what I like and things that didn't work out. I don't know, if you're interested in that, let me know in the comments, because if nobody's interested in that, I don't want to irritate you with another Dollar Tree video. So just let me know if you want me to do that, and I will film. They've been fairly good about me filming in the Dollar Trees in my area, and I have now gone to 9 of them because I've gone to 2 that are out of state now. And you know, finding different things at different ones, you know, to locate the Lovestruck stuff and everything, I had to go out of state to find that, and then I was kind of disappointed in it. You know, my favorite perfume right now is Burberry's Goddess, and I mean, nothing will take the place of that right now. I'm really loving that. So anyway, I hope you're all having a wonderful, warm, safe February. It's my birthday month, so I'm hoping to score something from Ulta, from Sephora, and from Kohl's. I know that they give birthday gifts out. I know that Savers sent me a 20% off coupon. But as an old person, I already get 30% off on Tuesdays. So anyway, it's a nice gesture. Everybody keep your chins up. Play safe. Take care. Toodles.